Hello everyone, welcome to an all new edition of The Tank. I'm your host as always, Ken Dix, on this Thursday, March 19, 2020, the first day of spring. It feels like spring, it looks like spring, and we're glad you're here just for the take. But join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect, and thank you all once again. Now we know that everyone is affected by the COVID-19 crisis that's going on in the world. We here at Connect TV gives our sincere prayers and condolences to everyone who's going through this troubled time. But follow the government rules and follow everything to be safe with your families at this crucial moment, this crucial time. We here at Connect TV want you to be entertained, and that's what we do here. We want to entertain you, put a smile on your face, and don't worry about the problems going on. We want to bring it in and help you out, be entertained. We know everyone's in their household. We hope everyone's safe, and we want this COVID-19 disease to go away and find a solution for the disease. And we want to keep people alive as well. And we want you to be entertained by those. So sit back, relax, and let us do what we do here on Connect, entertain you. And that's it. The tape, the social hub, the pop culture, the home of pop culture, of everything going on in pop culture. That's what we're here for, and we're going to do that just about. So we want to entertain you. All right. Now, we talked about it here, but let's get to our big story. The big story is the COVID-19. And that everyone's talking about over and over on the news. We're going to keep constantly talking about it, but we want to shed light to what's going on in pop culture with COVID-19. All right. Celebrities are affected by COVID-19. Let's watch this.
Oscar winner Jared Leto is making a startling revelation. He emerged from a meditation in the desert, only to learn for the first time that a pandemic was sweeping the world. Wow, 12 days ago I began a silent meditation in the desert. We were totally isolated. No phone, no communication. We had no idea what was happening. Mind-blowing, to say the least. Tom Hanks, who's still in quarantine with Rita Wilson in Australia, posted this photo of his typewriter. And just look at the brand, Corona. I traveled here with a typewriter, one I used to love. He added, no fever, just the blahs. And late-night hosts are also doing what they can while maintaining social distancing.
Welcome to day 2 of my special quarantine edition of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, as we're calling it tonight, The Flame Show with Stephen Colbert.
Jimmy Fallon opened up The Tonight Show with a misspelled handmade sign from home.
All right, you heard the news that Tom Hanks and his lovely wife, Rita Wilson, has contracted the disease. Even NBA superstar Kevin Durant has contracted the disease. And even actor Idris Elba, People's Sexiest Man Alive, contracted the disease. And here's Idris' statement.
Hey, what's up, guys? So look, this morning I got some test results back for coronavirus, and it came back positive. Yeah, and it sucks. Listen, I'm doing okay. Sabrina hasn't been tested, and she's doing okay. I didn't have any symptoms. I got tested because I realized I was exposed to someone who had also tested positive. I found out last Friday that they were tested positive. I quarantined myself and got a test immediately and got the results back today. Look, this is serious, you know. Now's the time to really think about social distancing, washing your hands. Beyond that, there are people out there who aren't showing symptoms and that can easily spread it, okay? So now's a real time to be really vigilant about washing your hands and keeping your distance, okay? We've told our families, they're very supportive. We've told our colleagues, and, you know, transparency is probably the best thing for this right now. If you're feeling ill or you feel like you should be tested or you've been exposed, and do something about it, all right? It's really important. Look, we live in a divided world right now. We can all feel it. It's been bullshit. But Now's the time for solidarity. Now's the time for thinking about each other. There are so many people whose lives have been affected, from those who have lost people that they love to people that don't even have it and have lost their livelihoods. This is real, all right? I just wanted to share my news with you guys, and I will keep you updated as how I'm doing. But so far, we're feeling okay. All right, man. Stay positive and don't freak out.
Idris Elba making that statement that he contracted COVID-19. He wants everyone to be safe and sound, and that's what it is all about, being safe and sound. And this stimulation, this test about black people not carrying the disease because of their color of the skin. Anyone get the color of skin. If you saw that with Idris Elba going through, he's going to get through this, but he was just putting a rumor to that, saying, hey, this is just a rumor. This is facts, not fear. So Idris Elba trying to help people get ease with this COVID-19 disease. Now, it's been certain celebrities that you have to give them the side eye and wondering, thinking, what is y'all doing? Let's look at what High School Musical star Vanessa Hudgens had to say about the disease.
Musical star Vanessa Hudgens is backing off big time after posting what many see as an offensive video about the coronavirus.
Even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but like, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Today, she's apologizing. I'm so sorry for the way I have offended anyone and everyone. I realize my words were insensitive and not at all appropriate.
All right, you saw that Vanessa Hudgens trying to make a ignorant statement, and then she had to retract her statement and try to give what she was trying to say, what she said. Well, Vanessa, do your research, do your study, because this disease is here for now, for how long it ever is possible. Even the president even made a comment with this.
Okay, why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Your own aide, Secretary Azar, says he does not use this term. He says ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China. I want to be accurate.
About Chinese
Yeah,
Americans
please,
in
John.
this country.
Yes.
There's aides behind you. Are you
I have great love for all of the people from our country. But as you know, China tried to say at one point, maybe they stopped now, that it was caused by American soldiers. That can't happen. It's not going to happen. Not as long as I'm president. It comes from China.
Really, man? You trying to say it was started from China? Yes, it started from China, but you had to shed light that you don't want to make it look racist, because he was trying to say that the COVID-19 disease was started by Chinese people, and we don't want to get involved in that. But you got to be a little bit careful what you say and how your words is, because people can take offense to that at any given moment. I'm telling you, even the president's former foes, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Hillary Duff, had this message.
Their platform to spread messages of positivity, safety, and wellness. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger sent us this friendly reminder with a little help from his furry friends.
See, the important thing is that you stay at home, because there's a curfew now. Okay, no one is allowed out, especially someone that is like 72 years old. After you're 65, you're not allowed out of the house anymore in California. So we stay home and we eat here, right? Oh yeah, that's yummy. I ate with the whiskey, and there's Mulu. Mulu loves carrots. Whiskey loves carrots. I just had my little bit of vegan food. Oh, that was yummy, huh?
And never one to mince words, Hillary Duff gave us a message to stand for.
To all you young
Hillary Duff, Lizzie McGuire, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator, all saying good, supporting things. Even Matthew McConaughey had this.
Matthew McConaughey.
Let's take care of ourselves and each other. Let's not go to the lowest common denominator and get paranoid. Let's do our due diligence, take the precautions we need to take care of ourselves and those of us around us. Right now, more than ever before, we're all more dependent on each other than we ever have been. But we have an enemy in coronavirus that is faceless, that is raceless, sexless, non-denominational, and bipartisan. And it's an enemy that we all agree we want to beat. We want to beat, and we're going.
Matthew McConaughey, all right, saying y'all be all right. We're gonna get through this. This is just a crisis going on. It's a global pandemic. We've been able to work together and wash our hands and keep everything compensated. We can get through this. So that's something to share with the world at this moment. And even this, quite frankly, too, like no social gatherings, so no party, no being at a restaurant, bar, such as wedding, churches, and funerals. Man, ooh, that's tough. But we all get through this and stuff. We all make a difference. Woo, that is tough. All right. We'll talk a little bit later on about the virus throughout the whole entire show, including the virus with this in celebrity news. The COVID virus spreads into, we talked about it in other celebrity news and stuff, where NFL quarterback Tom Brady announced he is leaving the New England Patriots and joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With this little post right here, Tom Brady made his announcement. There was rumors for weeks that Tom Brady was planning to leave New England, and now Tom Brady has made that jump to Tampa Bay. Everyone thought he was going to join the LA Raiders team, but that's not going to come to fruition. Speaking of that, football player and Carolina Panther Cam Newton got caught by surprise that words going around that the Panthers want to make him a free agent. Cam took to his Twitter and said that I got word of this. Now you want to get rid of me? Now y'all trying to do the narrative. Cam Newton basically saying y'all trying to leave. Y'all trying to say it's us, not you. Yeah. First they got rid of the coach Ron Rivera. Now they're trying to get rid of Cam Newton, and then he just signed somebody for $35 million amount. Come on, put two and two together, Cam Newton. And then this rumor reports that Cam Newton is kind of like his his shelf life is kind of short. But some people say they see him in Chicago. We'll see. If New England's open and they got rid of Tom Brady's left on his own, you could go to New England and start over. Come on, Cam. That's a good thing. That's a good look. Speaking of that, also, Amanda Bynes. Everybody know Amanda Bynes before Nickelodeon, all that, and the Amanda Show. And her a couple years ago was acting all wild and crazy. Now Amanda announced that she and her fiance are expecting their first child. Congratulations in order to Amanda. She called her Amanda, please. Let's just hope Amanda Bynes get the help that she needs. Woo! Lord. All right. On talk shows this week. Man, look what the cat brought out. Yeah, 4 shows are taking things serious with the COVID-19. They're currently putting their shows on hold and suspension for now with no studio audience in attendance. You see right there.
We don't have much going on around here, but we do have each other. These are the people who support me and this entire production every day. And the ones who aren't here, it's only because they're in the control room pushing buttons or answering the front phone, as to what's going on. Well, look, I've been told this is going to be going on for a few weeks, you all. That's right. It's fine. So I'm doing the whole, Yep. So Billy's on tape, but I tried to affect the same look just to fool you. But, it's, we're going to flash into the audience. That's back when the audience, before they were coughing as much. And now we're all coughing so much. I can't take it. Anyway, is everybody good? Yeah. Perfect.
So what we do here, we go straight to in the talk shows that's doing. So Adrian Ballon, from The Real. Right? Adrian's not taking this COVID-19 thing serious. Adrian was questioned by by her castmates on why she just don't wash up. Watch this. Adrian Ballon saying that she doesn't wash her hands. How in the world are you living? Do you even wash yourself up? As beautiful as you are, you should be washing. You should be clean now. And it shouldn't take this disease to get everybody to wash up. You know, I get some people are homeless and some people don't have nowhere to go, nowhere place to do and clean up and wash their hands. It's public places like train stations, McDonald's or something. You can wash up anywhere. Just have that complete and clean hygiene. And for Adrian's fact, she needs to be more hygienic. She looks beautiful, but she's nasty in the house, in the inside. Outside, beautiful, nasty inside. Wow. All right, we'll be back with more tape. Stay tuned. This is the tape on Connect. Welcome back to the tape. I'm your host as always, Ken Jiggs here. Glad you can join us here. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take Here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Thank you all once again for watching the tape. And like I said, the COVID-19 disease is right now, I want all families to stay safe, stay sound. We're all getting through this. You can get through this. And, you know, America's strong. And that's what it's all about. Just that. America's strong. And also, it's the first day of spring on this Thursday, March 19th, 2020. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the political rundown. The political rundown this week. All right. The Democratic field is down to 2 as Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders vying for votes. Well, they did a one-on-one debate on CNN this past week where they both spoke on issues such as climate change.
All well and good, but nowhere near enough. I mean, you mentioned we started this debate talking about a warlike situation in terms of the coronavirus. And we said we have to act accordingly. You said it. I think you're right. I said it. We have to act dramatically, boldly, if we're going to save lives in this country and around the world. I look at climate change in exactly the same way. It's not a question of re-entering the Paris Accord. That's fine. Who cares? Not a big deal. The deal right now is we've got to take on the fossil fuel industry. Your plan does not do that.
My plan takes on the fossil fuel industry and it unites the world. He just got finished saying, what's he going to do? He's going to bring these countries together, make it clear to them. I'm saying we bring them together, make them live up to the commitments. If they don't live up to the commitments, they pay a financial price for it. They pay.
Right now, talking about climate change and how all this COVID-19 stuff get involved. And they should, what they'll handle with the corona crisis.
Out to those who have already lost someone or those who are suffering from the virus. And this is bigger than any one of us. This is calls for a national rallying to everybody move together. And, I laid out in detail what I would do if were I president today. You can go to joebiden.com and I laid it out in significant detail. But there are 3 pieces of this. First of all, I have to take care of those who in fact are exposed or likely to be exposed to the virus. And that means we have to do testing. We have to get the testing kits up and ready. I would have the World Health Organization. I'd take advantage of the test kits they have available to us. Even though the president says 1 million or more are coming, let's just get all the tests we can done as quickly as we can.
Mining the doctors and the scientists who are trying to help the American people. It is unacceptable for him to be blabbering with unfactual information, which is confusing the general public. Second of all, what we need to do, and I'm glad that he has called a state of national emergency. What we have got to do is move aggressively to make sure that every person in this country finally understands that when they get sick with the coronavirus, that all payments will be made, that they don't have to worry about coming up with money for testing. They don't have to worry about coming up with money for treatment. This is an unprecedented moment in American history. Now, I obviously believe in Medicare for all. I will fight for that as president. But right now, in this emergency, I want every person in this country to understand that when you get sick, you go to the doctor. When you get sick, if you have the virus, that will be paid for. Do not worry about the costs right now because we're in the middle of a national emergency. Second of all, we have to make sure that our hospitals have the ventilators that they need, have the IC units that they need. Right now, we have a lack of medical personnel. And I worry very much that if there is a peak, whether we have the capability of dealing with the hundreds of thousands of people who may be in hospitals. So we need unprecedented action right now to deal with the unprecedented crisis. And bottom line, from an economic point of view, what we have got to say to the American people, if you lose your job, you will be made whole. You're not going to lose income. If Trump can put, or the Fed can put $1.5 trillion into the banking system, we can protect the wages of every worker in America.
Thank you.
Bernie Sanders has a strategic mind. He's like, he's a scientist, and Joe Biden acts like the crazy old uncle that just won't shut up. And what they were, and then this is breaking news. As Joe Biden announced that if he is selected as the Democrat nominee, that his first pick for VP will be this.
I pick a woman to be vice president. There are a number of women who are qualified to be president tomorrow. I would pick a woman to be my vice president.
Yes, a woman candidate, a woman president candidate. So Joe Biden can go scope around the field, and he can go scope around the people that who went against him, like Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, Jill Kristen Branhart, Stacey Abrams. I heard her name being brought up, or perhaps Hillary Clinton, if she's still available. Man, Biden and Clinton. Biden might want to distance himself around from Clinton. He might want to go with somebody. Somebody brought this up. Michelle Obama. Somebody brought that up. So who knows? Michelle Obama, that's a safe bet. But I don't know what Joe Biden's intentions are. And we had to wait and see how this all plays out and stuff. All right. On the reality show clip down this week, on the season finale of ABC's The Bachelor, Pilot Pete has found his mate, or so does he speak. Yeah, Pilot Pete was going to go with the girl he had intended, but his mom, Barb, told him, like, before, hey, you need to be picking Hannah. And Pilot Pete felt in his heart that he wanted Hannah. But then sources came around, too, that Pilot Pete was dating the producer of The Bachelor, but the Bachelor producer saying that her and Pilot Pete were friends, or what are they saying? So Pilot Pete, and then Barb had this.
Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, Barb, we hate to go.
So Barb dancing in celebration that Pilot Pete is not with her son no more. And then some saying it was just scripted. If they knew ahead of time that they was gonna get not be together, why do the thing? It's just so much things getting unraveled with The Bachelor. It's just like The Bachelor, just a show, like the dating game show, and like you like the drama, the suspense, the action and stuff like that. And Pilot Pete just a single bachelor again, trying to look for another mate. I tell you, they just found anybody. They had that one time they had the Virgin Bachelor. They don't even have a Black Bachelor. That's next, huh? We'll see. All right. Speaking of aware of the seriousness of the coronavirus, somebody turned the coronavirus into a meme, starring Cardi B with this.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is
playing, that video made its rounds. It's almost up to 1 million counting. Whoever did that had no time whatsoever making fun of Cardi B. But it's a funny video. I say that. Cardi B took it to Scribe. What got me was when Elmo started dancing on top of the world, like, it's just a world domination for the coronavirus. And then Cardi B just in and out. Could we play that one more time? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's just entertainment. It's entertainment. We just ain't doing this for no BS, none. It's just entertainment for you. And, it's just crazy. Cardi B out here just acting all wild, buck wild with the coronavirus. All right. Thank you all once again for joining us on the tape. Everyone stay safe and sound. We will get through this. The CV crisis, this global pandemic will come and go, and everybody will remain back to normal lives again, and everything will be just okay. So, like I said, we will get through this. Be safe, be sound. This is the time to, with your families and just, live life. But first important thing is be safe and sound. All right, everyone. I've been your host, Kenny Dixon, saying so long, and we'll see you next time for another edition of The Tape. See you later.